Actually, I don't recognize a lot of people in the audience today. I'm actually very surprised at this turnout. Frankly, I was almost expecting maybe 3 to 6 of my good friends or something like that in my circles. But I'm very thankful that everyone has come out here. I'm very curious. Who in here is a Mormon or an ex-Mormon? Raise your hands. Either one, so Mormon or ex-Mormon. Doesn't matter. I'm just really curious. So does that mean that anyone is not Mormon or not, I should say, has never been Mormon or, Catholic? We have a few Catholic or anything else? Okay, so we have a nice crowd. I'm very pleased, I really am. So a little bit about this initiative. Well, actually, first of all, I'm having one of my assistants pass out a piece of paper to everyone. You'll notice that it's numbered 1 through 9, and the purpose behind this will be revealed momentarily. In the meantime, so I kind of want to give a little bit of background as to how this even came about. So, well, actually, we'll get there in a second. Sorry. First and foremost, actually, I guess it is important to go through rules and guidelines, and I'll have Brooke here go through some of the rules and guidelines that I hope that we all will be able to follow for the duration of this discussion. Brooke?
Just want to go through a few things about what we would like, or what we envision today to be like. We don't want this to be a debate session or a screening session or anything like that. We would like to encourage audience participation. And so along with that, if you've never been in a group dynamic like this with people with opposing views, you will normally bring up some emotionally charged things. And we want to stick to facts and not interpretations and experiences, and not necessarily doctrinal issues or anything like that. And what respectful dialogue means is when somebody is talking, you don't interrupt them, you don't call them names, you don't label them, you try not to generalize their belief system, and that's basically the way we'd like today to go.
Just respect each other. We're all humans, right? Regardless of belief. So, we have a sort of layout. First and foremost, I'm sure we all have come here for a rather common purpose. I mean, we have our own friend circles that are either Mormon or ex-Mormon, but it's not very common that you actually get together and work for a common goal. At least it doesn't seem like it. I don't know, it hasn't seemed like it to me in this area and to a lot of my friends. So I want to be able to talk about eventually, what is it that we have in common? Or in other words, what is our shared identity? Besides just being humans, we believe in something. Like, what exactly is it? What is universal that we all share, that unites us all? Furthermore, I would like to be able to mention something about which conversations or situations are really touchy, actually. Like, these kind of things are very difficult. And so my hope is that by coming here and convening together, we'll be able to discuss even touchy topics in a respectful manner. Why talk about it? I think a lot of us, again, have very good reasons for why we want to talk about it. As for me, I kind of want to share a little bit of my own story. So here's, believe it or not, my family back in New York. Well, some of my family, I should say. We never really had many good family photos, especially available online, and it would have taken too long for me to be able to acquire any full family photo all the way from New York, where I'm from. But here's a picture. Guess which one is me? Anyone take a swing? It's okay.
The baby.
The baby.
Not the cat.
The cat. First of all, can everyone see that well enough in the back? Everyone good? Anyone who can't see it? We have a lot of thumbs up. All right. So yeah, I am the baby. I'm the baby. A lot of people would guess, are you the oldest? I'm not even joking. Lately I've really gotten that a lot. I don't know why exactly, but it was just my demeanor. This is my father, who has many mental problems. You might not be able to tell right off the bat, but he's still a wonderful man. My parents are both Mormon. My mother was converted. My dad grew up Mormon here in Utah, and he was transferred to Strong Hospital in Rochester, New York, where there's a great psychiatric and neurological ward. And so that's one of the reasons why he's transferred there. And he's been a subject of lots of studies. And just to give you an idea, this is where Little Leroy, New York is, near Rochester and Buffalo, New York. Also near Palmyra. Palmyra's, where'd the mouse go? There it is. Palmyra's somewhere right where the mouse arrow's clicking. So we always consider ourselves very fortunate growing up, because we were right next to the cradle of the Restoration, and we really felt blessed. This is some of my family here in Utah now. This was actually just over Christmas break. As you can see, my hair is really long. I just noticed I think I'm wearing the same shirt. This is my beautiful sister, my awesome brother, and I have another brother, in fact. Oh, and there's just a transition across time. It's amazing how things can change. There's my oldest brother. He and I look a lot alike. I don't know. That doesn't really matter, but I don't know, I like to show it off, yeah. We have like the same kind of Chinese slant. That's what we always called ourselves, like Chinese smilers. And this is actually 4 generations right here. My grandma, my mom, Josh, and then his son. And then recently my brother here in Utah, his daughter, and myself going on a hike. So I will tell you now, I'm not a Mormon any longer. So why exactly would I be here? And why would we all be here if we like, I'm really this passionate about just being able to discuss things between Mormons, ex-Mormons, or whoever. Primarily Mormons and ex-Mormons, because that's how we all grew up, I'm assuming. But I'm just trying to show, and especially in this picture, that families, even my family, really go on. Family's important still, so that's one value that at least we share. And now I want to go back to a quiz. If any of you have your papers, some of you might not have a paper. My assistant will be able to give a piece of paper to anyone who just walked in. So if you need a paper, just raise your hand. You'll notice it's labeled 1 through 9. Oh, and if anyone needs pens, I only have like a couple extra. Or maybe ask a neighbor or something like that. Does that mean you need a pen, Steve?
No, paper.
Okay. Pen or paper, go ahead and raise your hand.